Well, it is Dave here from Amplify, and I am talking to Shumo AG. What's the AG stand for?
My initials Alexander Grigorov. So Shumo
Aha,
Grigorov, yeah.
aha. So we've got Shumo AG, and the AG stands for the initials. Okay. I'm going to say I've always wanted to be a music artist, but at 14, I'm not sure that there was an always in it. I'm not sure that you're 6 and 7 and want to be a music artist. When did you start wanting to be a music artist? When did the songwriting bug hit?
12. So yeah, somewhere around 12 when I started winning like my first awards. Because
And did
I
you,
yeah, at the age of 8 to 10 I was a like soccer player, but then I quickly switched to
who,
music.
are you watching the World Cup?
Yeah, I am watching the World Cup.
Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi.
Australia is so good.
Yeah, they did well. I'm not sure they'll do much more, but they did well where they won. And you dropped the captain. Okay, so you're 14. You've been selected for the Global Prodigy Camp in Washington. You know, I missed out on that when I went up to Canada. Uh, how did you feel about that? I mean, at 14, it's probably hard to understand what ego is to some degree because you haven't experienced a lot of life. So that's a pretty big deal. How did you feel when that came about?
Uh, I didn't believe it, but now I believe it. And I'm coming to the US soon, like in 1 month, and I'm kind of scared. I've never been somewhere so far, especially the US.
Dad going with you?
No, he has to stay for citizenship.
Uh-huh. Well, okay, so what about well, you know yourself, Chapel Roan and some other people came through that process. What do you know about the Global Prodigy Camp? What do you know? What's going to happen over there?
Just last week I had a meeting with like the head of he said it was an 8-day camp. It's a very rigorous camp. And there'll be like a songwriting sessions, fast songwriting sessions, like 1 hour you have to make a song with a good producer, some producer sessions. And there's also a basketball court there. I don't know how's that related, but
Well, no, well, it's always physical stuff always plays a part in these sort of situations. I know I've been on some of them for corporate stuff in the past. What about are they going to have some people there to mentor you, or is it going to
yeah, there will be mentors. It's a major part of it.
so there'll be artists potentially?
Yeah, like chaperone.
Wow, so it's going to be pretty cool. And you're not going on your own though, sure.
No, I have my mom. She's coming with me.
Aha, aha. So you won't be able to get up to too much mischief. She probably will. You won't.
Sorry?
She'll probably get up to mischief. You won't.
My mom is the best mom.
Yeah, of
People.
course she is. Of course she is. Absolutely. You're going to catch up with some sites over there. You're going to have time to catch up Universal and all that sort of stuff, or it's basically all work and no play.
I'll have like 2 days, 3 days.
Boom, boom. They say you're going to be a star, man. Are you going to remember me when you're a star, or are you just going to forget about Amplify and the old bloke that, sort of spoke to you?
I'll not forget anything.
Good on you. Good on you. Okay, so you've won some impressive awards over the last couple of years. I mean, again, how do you deal with the attention? Because ultimately, what most people do in the music environment is they take 5 to 10 years to get something, and then someone says they're overnight successes, and they've been treading the boards for a long time, playing to the barkeeper, the bartender, not really getting too much back. How do you deal with all this attention up early? I mean, you're gonna you're gonna have to prepare yourself from an expectation point of view that there'll probably come a drop at some stage that you have to come to terms with because most careers aren't just rising, they're sort of up and down, up and down, up and down.
And then that is definitely true. And then mostly my attention is actually digital.
Aha.
Uh, I have to make it more not digital through a constant. So I don't have that kind of massive attention yet.
Yeah, so you've got to work on performance, I suppose, yeah?
Yeah.
And have you got anybody doing that at the moment with you, like performance and styling and all that sort of stuff?
Yes, that's my mom and dad. And I'll go to Vietnam to perform, going to the US to perform, going to Indonesia to perform with the band Senja.
And have you got a styling coach, someone that's going to dress you and put you in different? No, not yet. You will. Are you with the label?
No, no, single.
Well, actually, just make sure Dad or you can call me when they come to give you the contract. You got to be pretty smart with those people because on the 20th page they say we own everything related to blah blah blah, and they give you something on the first page that takes your attention away. But when you get a label, they'll make sure that you're styled and all that sort of stuff. That's a big part of it. Okay, how would you describe your sound if someone said and like me interviewed you and they hadn't heard your music before? How would you describe your sound if you were telling me, I'm a music artist?
Mm, mm, Emotional and has a lot of guitar and voice. Emotional.
Emotional. And when you write, do you write from you obviously you haven't got a lot of life experience. Where,
Yeah.
where do you, where does the writing come from if it's emotional?
No, it's just coming from the music. The lyrics always comes later after the music. The lyrics is like a
So where's the songs come from in the past though? Where have you written the songs you've written? What experiences do they come from? What you see, what you experience, what you hear?
so when I want to make a song, I just lock myself in my room for 8 hours, so then my senses like shut down, and then I can make anything.
That's very conscious, man. That's very conscious. So basically, that's like quantum. So what you're doing is you're connecting to an energetic field rather than a thought process. So the thought process might be connected to experience, whereas the energetic field basically draws from the source, which is everything. So I think that's pretty cool. You allow that to occur. I think that's very cool indeed. Okay, which artists have been your inspiration? Who have you looked up to?
For the last like 3 years, not until now, had been Eminem, but I quickly switched to like Freddie Mercury and Michael Jackson.
Well, basically you've spoken about a superstar rapper and two of the biggest
Yeah.
entertainers, stage entertainers that's ever existed. Freddie Mercury was ridiculous, and I grew up all through their time because I'm 68, so I know them. And Michael Jackson. When Michael Jackson came along, he was doing things that no one had ever seen before. Whereas today, a lot of good video comes out and there's 1,000 people doing good videos. Back then, there was one, there was him, and he was doing all this new stuff. And the same Freddie, when Freddie, I don't know if you've seen Live Aid, Freddie with the half mic and the crowd at Wembley, and he's doing, Radio Gaga. Some of these things I'm sure would motivate an artist to sort of say, that's what I
Were
want.
you at the concert?
No, 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 no. That was at Wembley. I don't think if you're at the concert, if you see the concert, it's got like a massive people. So if you're in the middle, I'm not sure you could ever go to the toilet anywhere but on the ground. So, it must have been an experience for people. But it was massive. You should check it out. When you look at something like him there, or, some of these shows really teach an entertainer what the audience is after because the audience is in raptures. It's like a lifelong memory, and basically that's what you're trying to do as an entertainer. And you as a youngster, you don't want to. I don't think you want to get too caught up in the thought of things, even though you're going to construct things. You want to, like you said, feel emotion. I like that.
Thanks, sir.
Okay, you collaborated with Indonesian heavyweights Batas Senya on your new single Iron Veins, and that's just been released. Must have been a bit of a blast that to collaborate with them. And what's the single all about?
Iron Bands. It's originally my original song, and I have a lot of fans from all around the world, and Indonesia was one of them. So then all the Indonesian fans said, Patisinja, Patisinja. So then I contacted him, and then he was like, yeah. So then after that, we made this. I sent him my Iron Vein song. He loved it. And then after that, he made his own parts above it and like changed, like add some violin, and that kind of stuff.
That's
It was
sensational. That's fantastic, man. Like I say, for most of us, life's a pretty boring thing with a few spikes. It seems like you're just, you're already at high speed and, getting faster. So it's a pretty exciting looking what you're doing. Is there an EP or an album on the drawing board?
No EP yet.
Not yet.
No.
Yeah. And are there more collaborations? Like, are there more people sort of ringing up saying, I want to get together with that Shumo AG and make some stuff.
There is one. It's bigger, but it's secret. I can't tell.
Yeah, but not JB,
Sorry?
not the Beeb.
No.
Bit too. You can't tell us here. Oh, just whisper it in my ear. No one will know. No, you can't tell us. All right. We'll let that one pass. Um, how long? When will we know? Is it something that's coming up, or is it something you're still trying to develop?
It's, I already have the songs, but I need to come there in like January, December.
Go where?
Uh, Back to Indonesia.
Aha! So it's someone over there. Well, we'll look forward to seeing that. I believe you're going to Jakarta to perform the new single with the band. What are you looking forward to over there? What can the fans expect?
Yeah. The Baptist Jazz is already a great performer. I will learn a lot of stuff from him. It will be a learning experience. And this stage has 50,000 audiences. So I've never performed in that big of a number, and I've never performed with a massive band. So
Mate,
too.
this is ridiculous. Dad must be scratching his head because it's not normal. As Dad will tell you, I'm sure, life's pretty normal for most of us. It goes through normal gradients, and this is like a big peak at a young age. And it's pretty cool to look at, but I'm sure that it's going to be pretty challenging to experience because there's going to be expectation along the way. Most of these businesses like labels and all that sort of stuff, they're going to have an expectation for an outcome. And when it comes to business, they want the outcome or else. It's not like they're friendly and relational and say it doesn't matter or whatever. You'll notice that when you start getting a label and start making something, if you're making, they'll give you everything. As soon as you drop, you're out of the place. It's a very, very challenging sort of thing, but it's very exciting at the moment. So that's pretty cool. What are the long-term aspirations? I mean, at 14, you probably, you know, get to 16 or something like that.
It's just like for me, it's a get a Grammy. That has been my lifelong aspiration
A
for
Grammy.
songwriting. Yeah.
Well, you can, what's his name? The producer, Michael Jackson's producer, the great producer. He died. He died this year. Anyhow, he had 90 Grammy nominations. 90. So you got a bit of a way to go before you catch up to him. Um, okay, if you could perform with any music artist alive or dead, who would you choose and why? I suppose it's Michael
Yeah, that's gonna be my answer.
or
Michael
Freddie.
said,
Can you
yeah.
dance?
Sorry?
Can you dance?
No, I'm learning to dance now.
Can you do any of the moves, any of the walk or any of
I
the
can do a moonwalk. But I'm
oh,
not gonna.
oh, come on. You can't show us there. Can't get on the table and show us, can you?
No.
All right. Okay, here we go. We're gonna well, have you performed to many live audiences already?
Yeah, I don't get nervous on stage because I performed a lot.
Yeah, and what do you like most about it?
Performing and hyping up the audience before, I see that as the key to making the performance a greater.
And you don't have nerves at all.
No.
Lionel Richie said all the way through his career as a solo, he used to he used to be scared every time he went on stage, all the way through his career. So,
Uh,
some,
it's like I have like the energy field, what you said, and on stage.
that's
Yeah.
cool, man. That's really cool. What's been the career highlight so far?
Career highlight is 1 year ago, that December. It was at the Vietnam at the Hua Mega Moon, 20,000 people. But the thing is, it was raining, and every of the audience stayed there to listen to me because I was
That,
good.
that that's fantastic. And what's been your highlight? Sometimes people enjoy small things that are important rather than just big things. What's been your personal highlight along the way? Is it a phone call you got to say you've got this, or is it like you're going to this prodigy camp, or what's been your highlight
It
personally?
was originally I was from Vietnam. It was moving from Vietnam to Australia.
Aha.
That is a has made me have much more opportunities in the music industry.
And it's different. Like Vietnam's a great place to visit as a tourist, but most of Vietnam's still, a bit primal. Whereas, most of Australia is it's different anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, let's finish with some stupid questions that you're not going to like. What's the craziest thing you've ever done?
Craziest thing.
Yeah, at 14.
My age, I just turned 14 like 1 month ago, so I have not done nothing
You've
wrong.
done nothing crazy.
No.
No, you haven't you know, gone out on a drug bender and, no, 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 I'm only joking. So nothing crazy. Most artists don't answer that question anyway, but they've got a lot of history to not answer it because it'll probably get them in trouble. What's one topic you can talk about for hours?
Music.
Music,
Guitar especially.
guitar. Play something.
I have my guitar here.
Can you play a riff?
Okay. I
Something I'll know.
something you know.
Yeah. So
Okay.
some traditional, well, it can be a
Oh,
Queen riff or something like that. Brian May?
Brian May?
Yeah, he's the guitarist for Queen with Freddie.
I'll think. Uh, I can play I Want It All.
That's all right. Can't hear it.
Can you not hear it?
There might be some sound issue. Let's not worry about it. Let's not worry about it. Now, for all you people that want to hear him play guitar, go to YouTube because I'm sure you'll be able to go to YouTube and hear him play guitar.
But these days it needs looping.
It might need some sort of amplification. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Not important. Put
But
that. I thought we might be able to do it, but it doesn't look like we can.
can you hear
Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, give us a riff.
You know this?
Yeah, I do. Let's stop because it's not coming across properly, and it's not going to be a good advertisement for you. We don't want to put out a bad advertisement for you. So let's leave it. All right, because we don't want to damage this ride you're on. What's the thing you like most about yourself?
Uh, music. Am I like a boast about myself.
Yeah, what's the thing you like most about yourself? Your confidence, your creativity, your sturdiness, your sense of humor,
My ability to focus.
your ability to focus and wear yellow tops. Not many people can get away with wearing yellow tops. That's pretty cool.
This is my first time wearing a yellow t-shirt.
Well, it's pretty cool. Not many people can get away with it. If I was wearing a yellow t-shirt, no one would look at anything else. They just look at the t-shirt. Okay, let's finish on some favourites. I was going to say all time, but all time for you is now anyway. So favorite album.
Album?
Yep. What are you listening to?
I haven't listened to albums, only songs.
So you haven't got a favorite album.
No.
Favorite artist.
Favorite artist is Freddie Mercury. Queen. Queen.
Queen. Freddie. Favorite movie.
Movie. I haven't watched a lot of movies. I watched a lot. I've watched a bit of Korean dramas, but if it was like a blockbuster movie,
Yeah.
do you know Avengers? That
Yeah, the
movie's
Avengers are good movies. You're doing too much music. You got to stop and watch a few other things. Favorite place to visit.
place to visit is Fraser Island. Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
cool place. Favorite venue to play. Have you played? Which venue would you choose?
Um,
What have you
uh,
liked? What have you liked most so far?
in the US, I want to play in the US.
All right. Favorite food.
Food? It's a Vietnamese sticky rice with a pate with pork floss. It's a so-called soy bon.
I'm hungry. I'm going to go out and make some. Favorite drink?
Favorite drink,
Yeah.
water.
Water. That's cool. I'd say favorite alcoholic drink, but if you answered it, your dad would probably get stuck into me. Favorite person in history apart from me? Who do you relate to? Is there someone that you relate to? Is it dad, mom? Is it Mandela? Is it I suppose you haven't got much experience to draw from with all these sorts of things. Most of us have grown up with some sort of inspiring sort of. It could be Jesus. It could be whatever you want to call it. And I just wondered if you had someone that stuck out in your life. Would you choose mum or dad?
My
There's
dad,
one. There's one seat on the. There's one seat on the boat, and you've got the island's going to blow up, and you can only fit one person on. Are you taking mum or dad?
such a cruel question.
Yes, I know it's a cruel question. Or you'd get off and put them both on the seats, and you'd stay.
No, I would stay. I have to stay.
So you're taking mum or dad? You're going to get mum to sit on dad. That's fair enough.
Yeah, okay.
And you don't have a tattoo because usually I'm talking to bands with 40 years experience and they're full of tattoos and they're playing heavy, metal or something or other. And I usually say, what's your favorite tattoo? But you haven't got a favorite tattoo. So we're basically finished, but I'm just interested, uh, you know, um, how do you deal with the fact that someone says you're potentially a prodigy? Because a prodigy is something pretty special. Can you get your head around it, or it doesn't really? You're just trying to experience as it and develops.
Yeah, like this, I'm experiencing as it develops. I'm just playing a lot of music.
That's cool. How'd you come across M? M's fantastic. Emily, did you hire Emily, the publicity person?
No, she reached out to me.
Yeah, she's fantastic. She's terrific. All right, that's it. That's it. Anything else you want to say before I go? We've got to catch up with your single which just came out, which is called Iron Veins,
Yeah,
and
I'm
we've got to keep our ears open for this collaboration that's going to come up, so we can check that out. You've got plenty of videos up on YouTube,
uh Facebook, Instagram.
Facebook, Instagram. So if you want, go and check out Shumo on Facebook and Instagram, and keep an eye out. He's going to be big, and you're going to know him before he gets to that huge stage. This is like a Bieber intro, when he was making YouTubes. So when he becomes big as Bieber, you can say that you saw him here in a yellow shirt. Good on you,
Yeah.
mate. Nothing else? Anything else you want to share?
I just want to say for Iron Veins, I want the people to listen to the song and love the song. It has a great meaning behind it.
No problem. All right. All the best. Good luck. Go. Have a great prodigy camp, and I look forward to talking to you maybe in a couple of years to see how it's all developed.
I will talk to you back.
Good on you, man. Thank you very much. Thanks for your time today.
Thank you, sir.
Take care of yourself. Travel safe, and keep an eye on Mum because she'll probably get stuck into some fun times over there. You might have to wake her up in the morning. Good
So.
on you, mate. All the best. Bye now.